Hey guys, so I wanted to walk you through how I set up a day in my journal, a week and a daily plan. So again, this is my bullet journal. This is my December fold. I printed it on cardstock. What I would like to do, if I had time, is maybe do a doodle or something on there. But I don't have time, so I didn't. And this is my monthly calendar set up with the Mondays going across and the weeks going down, like I showed earlier. And the cool thing about this is when the month is all over, you can fold it up, and that's your whole month inside there. So to do my weekly spread, I kind of set up a mock one for you here. This would be the calendar that I do all the future planning on, and I'll have 12 of those throughout my bullet journal for 2015. So anything that comes up, I would just jot down here. Then when I'm doing the weekly plan, I write the week number up here along with the month, and then the day and the symbol for each day of the week all the way down so it lines up with my Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday on my monthly plan. Each day I kind of have a rough theme. So Mondays, I try to do my weekly home blessing. Tuesdays, bake something because I have a house of teenage boys and I hate to bake and they love to eat. So it's cheaper if I actually bake something, but I have to remind myself to do that. Wednesday, I do my Fly Lady Zone work. I should do my Fly Lady Zone work. Thursdays are co-op days and for our homeschool, but this Thursday is Christmas. Fridays, I try to at least plan my errands that I'm going to run. Saturdays are my week's prep and FFF, which is Forced Family Fun. And Sunday is our day of rest. So if I'm going to set up my week, I would write my boxes here. I would look over here and see what we have planned. This means a payday. And then I go over here and I would write out my goals. And I have spiritual goals, personal goals, family and home, work, and so I would write all those out there. And then my regular weekly activities that I don't want to forget about, like my Fly Lady Zone, which I always forget about, and other things that I try to stay on top of. Then I'm writing what we owe on our car and then what we have in savings. It's just good to write that down every week. I'm reminded of where we want to be every week. So then after I figured out my weekly goals, then I have my folded page here for my daily goals. So I wrote it like this. This would be Monday, the 22nd, and this is Tuesday. And then I fold it over this way. This is Wednesdays, this is Thursdays, and then I unfold it, fold it back, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday has this whole side, because this is my day that I do reflection on what I did this week and how I can improve, what I did bad, what I did good. I have a really cool reflection question list that I copied from the website markandangel.com. They've got great lists for all kinds of stuff. So I kind of try to go through their 20 things to think about at the end and beginning of each week. And I would write I would write the answer to these over here. The reason why I set it up like this with my folded page is after I plan my week, I can go through and put what I want to do where. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I can try to get them all done at the beginning of the week. That leaves Fridays open for bills and errands, and Saturdays for fun and weekly prep. So I try to get all of these taken care of here, and if I don't, I have room to take care of the rest of them there. So I try to divvy them up here. Also, I have it folded so that on Monday, Tuesday, I can still see my whole week, I can see my whole month, but I don't necessarily need to see these yet because I'm pretty good about getting stuff done on Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I start slacking off. Thursdays, I'm almost dead. So it's good to be able to see these again, see how many of these boxes I've checked off, and kind of re-energize me to get these goals done. And then since Friday, Saturday, that will also show there to help me finish strong. And then Sunday, hopefully those are done and I can just reflect. So it's kind of cool how it's all laid out with the folded pages like this. It really works well for me. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Oh, and I forgot to, at the end of the week, I can do a weekly review on the back of my weekly plan page too. And then I would list any goals here for the month of December. And I didn't have any yet for this month. I'm just trying to enjoy December. And then any notes or anything. And I can also put notes on the back of here. So that's kind of how it works out. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or visit my blog where I have more information on my bullet journal. Thanks.